Hey, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Johan Daniel, and I am a mortgage agent, level 1, working for DLC Mortgages on Point. Today's topic is how doubling down on aggressive savings can help you accumulate a lot of money in a very short period in order to get the home of your dream. Without any further ado, last time we saw how an individual can rapidly save in 1 to 5 years period, right? So today we will see how a couple can amazingly save a lot and lots and lots of money in 1, 2, and 5 years period. So it is the dream of all couples one day of owning their own house. And the challenge is often the down payment, that famous down payment that everybody is scared of. And so the role of aggressive savings, it's nothing like we used to in terms of conventional wisdom savings that represent 10 to 15% of your salary or your biweekly earnings. So now imagine for 1 second that you have a biweekly salary of $600, and then your partner have a biweekly salary which more or less about the same. For the purpose of this show, we're going to use the 600 amount. $600, right? So both of you are making, on a bi-weekly basis, $600. So you decide to split your salary in two and save $300 bi-weekly. Your partner does the same as well. Therefore, right there and then, every 2 weeks, you will definitely accumulate $600. There's nothing magic about that. And after a year, you will definitely have something around $15,600. After 2 years, it's $31,200. And after 5 years, it's $78,000. Sorry. So what does that mean in terms of down payment? So say for a $300,000 house, home or condo, whatever. So $15,600 represent 5.2%. Cling, 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 cling. So you guys just did that in a year. And then say you're more of the patient type and you go, oh, I'm gonna wait 2 years. Why not waiting 2 years at this point? Therefore, in 2 years, you would accumulate $31,200, which represents 10% of $300,000. And say you're very, very extremely patient. Both of you, after 5 years, have accumulated $78,000. So, and you decide to again buy this condo for $300,000 worth. Therefore, after 5 years, you've already accumulated 26% of your future home. Now we're gonna flip the script. Say the home value is about $500,000. And remember, so it's always the same numbers. So first year, after the first year, you've accumulated 15,600. Second year, you've accumulated 31,200, right? And on the 5 years, $78,000. So again, we're flipping the script, and say we want to buy a house at $500,000. Therefore, both of you, after 1 year, have unfortunately accumulated only 3%, 3.12% or something like that. That's what 15,600 would represent on a $500,000. That's okay. You just have to be a little bit more patient. And by that, I mean to wait for the second year. So after the second year, you would have accumulated something like $31,200, right? And that amount represents 6% of 6.24% of your down payment, right there and then you have it, because you exceed the 5% that most financial institutions going to ask you for, right? But again, always keep in mind what I've told you in the first episode. Because you have more money than the 5% they have asked, that doesn't mean for you to use all that money in one go. You can use part of that money into investments, for instance, because there's going to be the proceeds that you have to pay, which is the lawyers, the appraisers, the land transfer tax, and so forth and so on. To find out more about it, you can just watch my first videos. And then if you decided to be even more patient, after 5 years, and say you want to wait 5 years, then again you would accumulate $78,800, which would represent 15.6% of on a house of $500,000. $500, I wish. So for the very last example, It's say you wanna say now you're moving to the big courts. You're thinking about buying a house of a $1 million worth. Okay, unfortunately, after 1 year, the $15,600 would only represent 1%, 1.5, 1.56%. And even after 2 years, you're still not there yet because the $31,000 to $31,200 it would represent only 3.12%. But definitely after 5 years, if you manage to accumulate $78,000, that would represent 7.8% on a $1 million worth of home. And so exceptionally, I'll go even further. For those who makes more money, for instance, say both of you makes about, say, bi-weekly, both of you get paid $2,000. It is possible. I'm seeing this every day now. And so partner A does $2,000 bi-weekly, partner B does $2,000 bi-weekly, right? So then we're like, oh, you know what? We will save something like $1,000, you know, on a bi-weekly basis. So together, right? Still saving together. So $1,000 bi-weekly. So partner A $1,000, partner B $1,000 for a total of $2,000 on a monthly basis that you just save right there and then. So after a year, it's after 12 months, it's $26,000. After 2 years, it's $52,000, and after 5 years, it's $130,000. So now, if we apply that to what we previously talked about, say a condo of $300,000 worth, so we're looking at $26,000 would represent 8.67%. $52,000 would represent 17% of that, and $130,000 would represent definitely 43% of a $300,000 worth home. And a $500,000 in a $500,000 case. Now, after 12 years, you manage to accumulate $26,000. Well, right there and then you exceed just a bit the 5% by having maybe a 5.2% for the down ready. And then after 24 months, same, it's 10%. $52,000 would represent 10.4%. And after 5 years, sorry, $130,000 would definitely represent 26%. And now we move up to the big leagues. If you have, say, you're very ambitious and you really want that $1 million house, then unfortunately you cannot. Even though you say you've been saving $2,000 every month, you won't be necessarily after a year accumulate enough money to do the down payment on the 1 million. Anyway, it's just impossible. It's impossible for many reasons that we will not discuss right now, because I just want to share the idea of how to save aggressively. So I'm being very cautious in how I'm gonna discuss, because I want to be specific. I want to remain in the subject, so that's why we'll not talk. Next time in the future shows, I will definitely discuss the why it is impossible, especially the 5% on the $1 million purchase. But the thing is, after definitely 5 years, you would definitely be close to 13% by having $130,000 in your pocket. You will definitely have 13%. To find out more about my calculations, you can simply visit my website, johandaniel.ca. So JOHANDANIEL.ca. And if you know anybody who's looking to get their first home for the first time, don't hesitate. I'm here to help anytime. I'm very flexible. On that note, I am simply gonna say cheers.